First of all, for the introduction, the evolution of Samsung smartphone user interface, which is UI, reflects the brand's continuous effort to create a more intuitive and enjoyable mobile experience. Samsung UI, which serves as the visual and interactive layer built on top of the Android operating system, controls how users interact with their devices from the layout and icons to gestures and animations. Over the years, the company has refined its interface to match changing user needs, design trends, and technological innovations. This presentation explores the fascinating journey of Samsung smartphone UI design, beginning with the early TouchWiz era known for its vibrant and playful style, and leading up to the modern One UI, which focuses on simplicity, minimalism, and user comfort. Through this evolution, we can see how Samsung has adapted its design philosophy to enhance usability, improve aesthetics, and create a more seamless and human-centered digital experience.
So the next point is the evolution of Samsung era, starting from TouchWiz 2009 until 2016, and then we move to the next Samsung Experience era 2016 until 2018, and then the last era, which is a One UI 2018 until now, to make it cleaner and easier to Samsung user. Begin with the TouchWiz era, which is a Samsung first bigger user interface, which they use from 2009 until 2016. TouchWiz actually appeared on Samsung phone even before Android was fully adopted. The version that really caught attention was TouchWiz 3.0, which had come out with the first Galaxy S in 2010. It was a very colorful, playful, and packed with a Samsung own apps and widgets, which made the phone feel unique at that time. Later on, the Galaxy S3 and S4, Samsung added more feature like a gesture, shortcut, and multi-window and a picture-in-a-picture mode. That was a really innovative back then, but there was a downside. TouchWiz become so full of feature that it started feeling crowded and slow, and many users call it a bloated, so it was not always the most user-friendly experience. Then what happened to the next era, which is we call it Samsung Experience era. It came out in the late 2016 and Android 7.0 called the Nougat. Samsung wanted to fix the problem from TouchWiz and make the interface simpler. Samsung Experience was a cleaner and a smoother, but it still had a Samsung feature and looked more modern and less crowded. One big change was that Samsung reduced the number of preloaded apps, so the interface felt less bloated and more modern, but still in the line with the standard Android design. In short, Samsung Experience was much better than TouchWiz. It looked nicer and easier to use and had a fewer unnecessary apps, but it's still a little heavier than a regular Android. But overall, it's a big improvement to Samsung.
Okay, now we move to the One UI era. In December 2018, Samsung launched One UI for the better ergonomic and one-handed user on the last screen. One UI focused on one-handed usability with minimalist design that emphasize comfort, readable, clarity, and user-centered experience. One UI has developed the dark mode, gesture navigation, custom widgets, smooth animation, multitasking, and split screen, balancing functional usability and simplicity. The pros of the One UI is smooth and responsive, balanced functional with simply future modern look and ergonomic for the large screen. For the cons, it's heavier than pure Android, but much better design than the older version. Okay, now we move to the innovation and adaptation about the Samsung UI. Firstly, is affordable device and adaptive UI. Samsung UI provide an adaptive UI for portable phone using app continuity for seamless transition and enabling multi-active window multitasking on the large screen with flat mode optimize the half for the state. Okay. Next, the dark mode gesture navigation and accessibility. Samsung refined UI include dark mode for reduced eye strain and the battery saving. Flood gesture navigation for smoother control and Roseboot accessibility and option to ensure the device is comfortable, neutral, and inclusive for all users. Okay, next the AI and the personalization in UI. The UI user artificial intelligent AI to become the adaptive and responsive to predicting app using managing the performance with deep personalization allow user to fully custom themes, icon, and the layout to their liking.
And last for the conclusion, the evolution of Samsung smartphone user interface design demonstrates the company's commitment to improving user experience through thoughtful design. From the colorful and feature-packed TouchWiz to the refined and minimal one user interface, Samsung has continuously adapted its interface to be more efficient, accessible, and visually pleasing. The transition reflects broader global trends in design that emphasize simplicity, focus, and personalization, aligning with users' growing desire for clean, distraction free interaction. Today, one user interface not only enhances usability but also integrates smart features like dark mode and AI based customization to suit individual preferences. Overall, the journey of Samsung's user interface design shows how innovation and user feedback can work together to shape a more modern, comfortable, and human centered digital environment for millions of Galaxy users worldwide.